Newcastle. I was lying in the 1 sec, people. Let me just. What's up, people, man? Big yourselves up, man. Terrible intro, but we're here. Listen, football is back. Yesterday, I couldn't enjoy the game. But we got through it, and the joy at the end of the game was undeniable. And this is why we watch football. This is why we love football. Do you know what? Let's just talk about the game, yeah, straight away. Arsenal versus Newcastle. I thought it would be an easy win. Obviously, I was proven wrong. It was a hard game, but I have to say the penalty moment changed everything. It changed everything. Because if we get through that penalty moment and we get the penalty awarded to us, the game changes. I believe we go on to win 2-3-0 personally. So once they got a bit of confidence after, and Pope should have been sent off. Let's be honest. Come on. Let's go and look at the Fulham game, yeah? Josh King. The way Josh King dived, that's what you call a dive. That's what a dive is. Definitely not what Gokares did. If you've played football and you're going at that much pace and your knee hits someone else's knee, it's called knee-to-knee contact. It's a penalty for me all day. But I'm not going to come on here and just moaning about penalty decisions. So I'll have to be honest and say we still should have done more to win the game quicker anyway. But job done, man. Big Gabriel at it again. You know what I mean? I love that guy. Do you know what? Let me insert this into. I want to share my screen quickly. Share screen. 1 sec, people. 1 sec, people. How is everyone, man? Listen, let's just get onto it as well, yeah. The Liverpool. If you could see that picture of Salah's hand like this in the air, balls hitting him, they just can't wait to go on Liverpool's side, isn't it? I've seen it given against and for Liverpool. It's just, look, remember a couple of games ago, Liverpool were all going all out attack last couple of minutes. They whipped the ball in, it hit the man's arm from behind. They gave a penalty. Liverpool have a penalty. Salah puts it away to win the game. Yesterday, big up Destorian ET, name a car for an edit. Ferrari. But anyway, let me get back to it, yeah? Yes, on the weekend, we saw Salah in the dire moments, handball the ball. The ball's changed course. It's dropped to Chiesa. He scored the goal. Thankfully, they went on to lose the game. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Man's got taste, but which Ferrari? Listen, I'm trying to talk about Arsenal right now. I'm trying to talk about the football weekend. But I don't know, man. Let's change the car to a Lexus 200H. I like that one. Big up, Sarah. How are you? I'm okay, man. I'm okay. Enjoying the Monday morning. Obviously, we got the win. If you like football, let me know what team you support. But yeah, look, back to my point, yeah. Come on. Salah's handballed that clear as day. They don't want to rule the goal off. They want to give it to Liverpool. Come on. Yeah, football, big up. Football is only worth watching with a bet. Fair enough. You know what? I only do bets, yeah, sometimes with football, but I like to do accumulator bets because it's more fun. I'll pick like 4 or 5 teams, put a $5 on it. But man, make sure you bet responsibly, people. Make sure you bet responsibly, man, because you're most likely going to lose. The house always wins. Just always remember that. Yeah, but back to my point. Thank God, yeah, that Crystal Palace got the winner. Thank God Crystal Palace got the winner because they deserve that winner. I'll be honest with you. They deserve that winner. Big up Alex Dyson each and every time. Yeah, Crystal Palace definitely deserved the win on the way the game was played. Alex, I'm on 2 lives at once, like we talked about. Listen, I don't think you even saw the the Aston Villa Aston Villa Fulham game. Yeah, Josh King, what a real dive is. That's what you get booked. That's what you call a dive simulation. That's the correct decision. The Gokeres decision, I'm not having it. It is not the correct decision. But we moved on. The game got difficult for us. Once that happened, the Newcastle players were being rough. They were doing all the dark arts. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what I mean? That's what football is. But we got through it. You know, with the referee not putting the fouls back for Arsenal, but always putting it back for Newcastle. It felt like we was playing against 12 men yesterday. It felt like the referee's on their side. I'm not saying this is a conspiracy, but I'm just saying it felt like that. Anyway, a couple moments of class. Trossard smashed the post. Could have had the same effect of scored that after we knew. The ball came out. Anyway, they've ended up scoring. They're 1-0 up. 2 hands in the back. A bit weak. To be honest, it's a goal. I'm not going to say it's not. A bit too weak from Gabriel there. Fair play. We move on. Who saw the Zubamendi outside of the football to Timber and he nearly scored? And Pope, who shouldn't be on the pitch, by the way, made a worldy save to his bottom right. Quality, man. Quality. The match was great. I was enjoying it. But it was too intense for me, man. You know, like when you want to watch a game of football, I wanted that penalty to happen. I wanted to be 1-0 up. I wanted to enjoy the match, 1-0 up, singing. But I was worried. I was nervous. I was biting my nails. But you know what? We got the job done, man. We got the job done. I'll go through the player ratings in a bit. I just want to show one. I want to share my screen quickly. One sec, people. Just want to share my screen on here. One sec. Let me just add this to the screen, people, so you lot can see. I'm going to show you lot as well in the other live because I got a great picture for this. An absolute great picture for this. I should have had it ready, man. I always do this. I never have these things ready. And then I take it way too long to show you. Okay, one sec. Yeah, so I just don't understand the referees, man. I honestly don't. But well done, Glasner, man. He got the job done. Do you know what? Let me check if you lot can see my screen. One sec. Damn. Trust me. I know. Anyway, yeah. Back to the game, yeah. I'll put it on the screen whilst I'm talking. Back to the game. Because my whole point was with the EZE and the whole. But listen, the way we tweaked the system yesterday, I'm super happy with that. Hopefully, he plays 4-2-3-1 more often. I don't expect him to play every game because he has his 4-3-3 system. But I do expect him to alternate. I'd expect him to do both, yeah, depending on the game, depending on the opposition, depending if it's home or away. But I expect to see 4-2-3-1. I could let him go and play 4-2-3-1 for the rest of the year. I don't mind. I love it. and I've streams that why can't Odegaard sit or Rice in the pivot and dictate and be a conductor? Because that's what he's good at. Yes, he made that sick through ball though. I can't even lie. That through ball was disgusting. I'm just to play deep and let EZE play just behind the striker. I love seeing EZE just behind the striker, just outside the box. It fills me with confidence. And this is just the start of EZE's career for Arsenal. This is going to be a special player. I promise you. He is a special player. And I just can't wait. I just can't wait to see more of him. Hopefully we can see Odegaard and EZE on the pitch more often together. Let me just share this screen. There we go. Damn. Yeah, it's working. It's working. Just need to add it. There we go. If you lot can all see that now. Okay. There we go. Perfect. You lot can see that now. Okay, listen, yeah. This is what I love, yeah. Yesterday we played this. And what I loved, yeah, about Arteta, I liked what Arteta did yesterday, yeah. He literally threw on Marino, yeah, up front round here. It was a crazy formation. It was crazy yesterday. The formation was crazy there. Yeah? Look, he took off Zubimendi, yeah. He brought an Odegaard. And he had Odegaard there. And then he brought off Timber for Marino. It was crazy. Like it was like we had two strikers up front. All I'm saying is, yeah, one sec. Let me just get, yeah. Let me just get him on the bloody pitch, man. This swag baller, this fridge. Where is he? But you know what? The funniest thing is, yeah, I'm so happy he scored yesterday. Because you know what? If he came on, yeah, and we never got the W, all the Arteta out fans would have had the most craziest of things to say yesterday. They would have been saying, oh, it's all Arteta's fault, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? But the man came on and scored, so it's all good. So anyway, obviously, Mascara got taken off for Saliba as well. Okay. So by the end of the game, yeah, it was like Marino was up here. Marino was up here. It was like EZE. It was like Odegaard was like here. It was more like this. Do you know what I mean? We're all high up the pitch. You know what I'm saying? It was more like this. Calafiori was stuck to the touchline. I know that Skelly came on in the end, but I'm just saying, yeah. By the end of the game, we went all out attack, and it was basically like that. But I'm gonna put Marino back, yeah, down to right. I'm gonna put Marino back down there, yeah. But what I'm trying to say to you is, yeah, why can't we play games, yeah? Why can't we play games, yeah, with Odegaard and Rice here, and then you got Eze there? Why? Why can't we play that? It's good enough. This team, if you've got Martinelli on the left as well, or Saka on the left, Noni on the right, the team can press high up the pitch. Obviously, let me get rid of Marino quickly. Pardon, people. Big up everyone that's watching in other chat as well. Let me get main man Timber back on this pitch. Let me get main man Timber back on the pitch. Yeah, obviously, you don't need to see Reyes Beanhead. He's there as well, so don't worry, people. Reyes there. Okay, so for me, apart from Trossard, arguably this could be our best team. But obviously, we can still play Zubimendi instead of Odegaard. Odegaard can play here. Eze can be on the bench. I just think the 4-2-3-1 suits us. It just suits us. I love it. And I think this is the formation we go. And I'm really happy that Arteta actually tweaked it yesterday and went for a positive lineup. Honestly. I hope we get to see it more. EZE, look, we're going to go on to player ratings in a minute, yeah? But I'm just going to say this before we do player ratings. EZE needs to be playing in this team. Obviously, the as well. We don't want to do what we did with Saka, Odegaard, and all the others. We want to be able to rest him. But at the same time, he needs to play. He needs to play. And I don't even want to see him on the left after the last 2 games. After the last 2 games, after watching what he did, like the passes that he was making, yeah, was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Sometimes it looks simple, but and he plays a lot in 2-touch. He's been playing very 1-touch, 2-touch lately as well for Arsenal since he's come to us. He's just doing the right things, man. And I can't say anything more good about him than I've already said. But yeah, listen, we're going to go into the player ratings, yeah? Okay? So anyone in both chats, if you want to put your player ratings in, put your player ratings in as well. But I'm going to get into it. Raya, I'm going to give him a 6, yeah? He done all right. Raya is getting a 6. There we go. He didn't have he had a couple things to do, but not much really. Not much really. I can't really say he had an exceptional game, but he did normal. It's a normal average game for Raya. He didn't have much to do anyway. Timber now, yeah. Timber always does this touch, yeah. His first touch where he could just go forward into space, and then he always does a bad first touch, but he always manages to get out of it. So you got to rate the skill there, but in general, I think he done really well going backwards, and he helped out in the attack when he could as well. Nothing too special. Didn't do anything wrong either. I have to give. We did get the W as well. A hard-fought win, but we got the W. So I'll give Timber a 6.5. Saliba, I'm gonna give him a 7. Could have been better, but a couple last-ditch tackles makes it look easy. You know, we got that Rolls Royce in the centre back position, man. He's just class. I'm so glad he signed his contract. So glad he signed his contract. Yeah, give him a 7. Gabriel, do you know what? He was at fault for the first goal we conceded. Too weak. You got to be stronger than that. You have to be stronger than that. And what did he do? He went down way too easy, man. Way too easy. But he redeemed himself in the end. Big Gabriel, man. Come on, man. Everyone likes to say that we're corner FC and all that, but I guarantee you this. You go and put Gabriel on any team in the Premier League. In fact, any team in the world. He's adding goals from headers. He's adding goals from corners. Naturally, you'll start scoring more corners as a team because you've got this beast in the air doing what he does. I've never seen a centre-back score so many goals from corners in my life. I don't know. I need to see the stats. I need to see the John Terry, the Sol Campbell, the Ferdinand. I need to see all the stats and see, compare it to Gabriel. That's going to be very interesting. So I do want to do that in the next couple of days. Calafiori bothered me yesterday. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't too happy with his performances. I thought he could do way better. But maybe I'm being biased because I felt like Skelly was due for this game. I felt like this game was made for Skelly. So I will give a... I'll give him a 5, man. I know people are going to say that's too low, but he really got on my nerves yesterday. I don't know what it was. Saliba 7. Fuck it, I'll give Saliba a 7 and Gabriel. Now, Gabriel let the team down, but he redeemed himself. So, yeah, I'll give him Gabriel a 7 as well. Give Gab a 7. Calafiori, man. Give that man a 4, in fact. Give him a 4. Yesterday, he didn't do enough. He didn't do enough. But anyway, let's move on to the midfield, yeah? Zubimendi did okay. That outside of the foot pass he gave to Timber was pure class. Absolute pure class. If that was Gokeres on the end of that or Saka, I do believe they put that away. that what a ball! Like that was disgustingly good. Because he had to have the right power on that ball. Because if he hit it too hard, it would have went way too close to the pitch. If he hit it too gentle, the defenders could have got it. It's perfect, inch by inch, over the top of the defenders. That was a very good ball, man. I love that stuff, man. I gotta give Zubi a 6. I'll give Zubi a 6.5. And okay, let's move on to Rice. Rice, man, listen, this brother, man, he don't get enough love. I'll tell you this right now, people, yeah? Everyone needs a Rice in their team. There was 2 moments in that game where Liverpool were flying down the field, yeah? And I'm seeing Rice chasing the last man down. And not only doing a good job chasing the last man down, stopping them from scoring. That's Zubimendi or Jorginho or Odegaard chasing that defender. They're at least getting a shot off. They're at least getting to the penalty area. They're at least gonna get the shot off. Ray is gonna have to be asked to do something. But thankfully, because of Rice, no shots. That's the dirty work. That's the donkey work that goes underappreciated. Majorly. And I'm just saying, yes, we need to rotate Odegaard and Zubimendi and EZE and Rice. So we need to like rotate it. We don't have to play with Rice every game. He can be on the bench for EZE. He can be on the bench for Zubimendi and other players. So it's about, for me, going forward for the rest of the season, tweaking the system from a 4-3-3 back to yesterday's 4-2-3-1 in different games. Maybe even do it at halftime in some games, like really shell shock the opponents. I think it could work wonders. So yeah, I gotta give Rice. Yeah, I gotta give him. I know people are gonna laugh when I say this, but I gotta give the man an 8, man. I gotta give the man an 8. He had the mentality when we're 1-0 down to not give up and to give it a go. Busting his guts to get back to stop us going 2-0 down. I gotta give the man an 8, man, because I don't let it go unnoticed. How about that? I don't let it go unnoticed. Anyway, moving on to the main man himself, innit? The talisman, that is EZE. Yeah. Let me read this comment out and then I'll get on to EZE. Some people need terrible lives so others can prosper. It's yin and yang. Esteem third law. Each action has an equal and opposite reaction. Good comment. It is what it is. Nice comment. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're subscribing. Nick879. Big yourself up, man. I hope you're having a lovely morning. Yeah, EZE. Back to EZE. My star boy, innit? The new star boy. Star man, innit? He's 27. He ain't no star boy. He's star man. Benji, big up, man. Basically, I'm giving EZE an 8 as well. And yesterday we did the Sunday show. Link said he didn't play that well. But you know what? It's what he brings to the team. It's his swagger. It's what he brings to the team. What he can do with a ball. How calm and collected he is. But I love this. I love this guy, man. I love this guy. I need to see this guy. Where's the link? Do you mean a link to jump on the show right now, or do you mean where the other link? Or you mean the other live stream? Big up ours every time. Yeah, I'm giving EZE an 8, man. Listen, the last couple games he's played for us, he's been making good balls through the lines. He's been doing well. Assists, goals. Yesterday he had shots. Do you know what I mean? The other live should be live, man. It should be live. Do you know what I mean? Go out of this and then check the other live. It should be live though. So I'm gonna give EZE was definitely our best player. Big facts, man. You know what you're gonna get, yeah? It's a ghost town today in this chat, by the way. The other chat's more booming. You're by yourself out here. There's 2 of you now still. But you know what? That comment you said, EZE was our best player. I gotta give it this, man. I gotta give you the best cheer. You know, one of them ones. Gotta give you the best cheer, bro. That's just the way it is. But listen, man, Eze is definitely our best player going forward. Anyway, I think defensively, I think Rice was our best player defensively. But going forward, I think Eze was our best player. But overall, Eze, man, he's eye-catching. And you know what? I can't wait to see. I really like seeing Eze and Odegaard on the pitch at the same time, man. I loved it. Okay, now we go to the forward line, yeah? Trossard. You know what? Big up Trossard, man. He done well. Eze is starting forever, no doubts. Hey, big up, man. I hope so, man. I hope so. Big yourself up each and every time, man. If you're an Arsenal fan, hit the like button or the subscribe button or both. But anyway, listen. Eze's got to start, definitely, man. New favorite player in the team still. All right, big up SSB28. Nice to see you here again. Salute. I was going to say, yeah, Trossard, do you know what? Sometimes the game's unfair. A couple inches to the side, we're 1-0 up, even after the penalty incident. SSB says, I think this Rice, Odegaard, and Eze midfield is a cheat code. I lie, SSB28. I'm telling you now, and you know what I love about it, SSB? I don't know if you're Arteta in or out, or you're on the fence right now, but I've been screaming for Arteta to change it to a 4-2-3-1 for a couple weeks now. And you know what I like about Arteta? Solutions that I think about in the past, he does. Maybe not straight away because he can be very stubborn, but eventually he tries the things that I think about trying. And we have started buying players that I want to buy, like Rice, Eze, Gokeres. Gokeres he wasn't up there as one of my first choices, but he was definitely my third choice centre striker this summer. And we got him. And all the players that I want to buy in the last couple of years, we've been buying. And I remember a time as an Arsenal fan, like all the players that I wanted, Kante, Mahrez, I can go on and on and on. We never signed them. We just never signed them. We signed the scrubs. We signed Google FC players. And now we're acting like a big boy. We're acting like a giant club for the first time in decades. Decades. But anyway, back to the game. Big up SSB. You took me on a rant there. Odegaard, he says, Odegaard as a deep lying playmaker was looking like Ozil with some of the passes. Trust me, big up SSA. I was sitting with my boy and he even said exactly what you just said. He said that was looking like some Ozil shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It was looking like Ozil out here. But I'm telling you, Odegaard is not a 10 in it. He's an 8. And also, I just think, yeah, don't get it twisted. He can play 10, but I'm just saying, like, he's more suited to being the deep line playmaker, the conductor. A bit like Zubi, but more progressive. Like, just, you know what I mean, innit? So, the 4-2-3-1 can definitely work. And the good thing about it is it's flexible, where you could have Eze at the end of the game go out left and then push Odegaard instead of having him next to Rice, and you can push Odegaard into the hole, and then you can bring on a Zubimendi or a Rice, and then you could have. Do you know what I mean? I just love it, man. Look, slot tweaked Klopp system from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1. They went and won the league with 70% win ratio. That's it. That's all you need to know. Hey, Matt Bullen, big yourself up. Alex Dyson found it. Big up. Just sub to you, Matt Bullman. Big up, man. Listen, I know you're a Liverpool fan. I see. I think that's Liverpool or United. I can't see from here. Let me know in the chat because I can't actually check right now. Your profile picture. Yeah. So where was I? Was I talking about Eze? No, Trossard. Yeah. Let's go back to the player ratings. Trossard. You know what? He actually had a good game for a game that he started because we all know. Yeah, that's what I knew. I thought it was Jota, man. Rip Jota. Yeah, thanks for subbing, man. I appreciate that each and every time. You know, it does wonders for the channel, man. Brings more people in, and that's what we're here for. Well, Liverpool. It's nice to have Liverpool fans in the community as well. We got Link who comes on and preached that come on most Sundays. Well, Link's there every Sunday, so make sure to catch that. It's getting heated these days as well because I think Link's getting a bit nervous. He's getting a bit nervous. But yeah, we'll get onto that. But yeah, Trossard, I'm gonna give him a 6. I'll give him a 7. I'm giving him a 7. He did all right, man. He did all right. If that shot went in, different game. I think Arteta still needs an LW, maybe a Leao Vinny type. No, 100% SSB, yeah. And next summer, we will go and get a left wing specialist because Eze's showing Arteta he needs to play central. I just don't see, like, if you fast forward to next summer, if you look at our whole squad, where's the holes in the squad? Where's the holes in the squad? Left wing, that's the major hole in the squad now. There's no left wing specialist superstar. And if we go add Rodrigo or Leao or Vinny, like, that's your choice, Vinny and Leao. Personally, I'd go for Kvaratskhelia and Doué or Rodrigo. That's my 3 options. But everyone's allowed their opinions, and I'll take Leao or Vinny in a heartbeat. Skelly needs more minutes as well. That's what I was saying to my boy yesterday. I was saying, do you know what? The one good thing about this season is all the players in the squad, yeah, have been getting minutes. Everyone's had minutes. Marino's had minutes. Calafiori's had minutes. Everyone's had minutes in this team. Ranieri, Dalman, everyone. The only player that might not be happy is Skelly. So great comment there, SB. Great comment there. You're so right. Let's move on to Saka. Saka had a good game in my eyes, but obviously no GA. That's what he's known for, getting GA. But his overall play is getting better and better. He's getting less rusty. He's coming in. I think he's getting the form slowly but surely. I'll give Saka a 6.5 or a 7 maximum. But like I said, I was very impressed with a couple of things he did. Like I said, they're simple things, so people might not see them or they might not understand it. But small little things like that, I can really see, and I know how it helps the team. So I really appreciate what he does out there, man. He works hard, man, even when he just comes back from injury. So yeah, keep it short and sweet on Saka. It wasn't too much. He didn't light up too much. So yeah, I'll just give him a 6.57. Now Gyökeres, yeah, up front. Talisman signing, bro. But he's on. Listen, let's not forget he's got 3 goals in 6 games. He had 3 goals in 4 games. Now he's got 3 goals in 6 games. And I believe by the end of the season, he should get 9-20 Premier League goals out of 35 to 38 games. I do believe he's got that in him. Obviously, right now he's on 6-3, which is still fair. Like, if any striker loves to get, they don't want to see less than half. So right now he's getting what he needs minimum in his mind, and as an attacking player, I've been there. So 3 and 6 is enough. It's enough. Do you know what I mean? If we was top of the table, no one would be complaining. Do you know what I mean? So I do, but like I said, I do think he'll get the goals. The shot he had yesterday, late on, when it took a deflection and got a corner, that is a hard angle to shoot. He put pure power, pure venom on that. If that gets past the defender, who put his body on the line, by the way, he put his actual body on the line. That could have been a handball and a penalty, but I'm not saying it hit his arm because it didn't. But I'm saying on another day, the power of that shot on target and it's hit the defender and gone out for a corner, that could have hit the man's hand. Could be a pen. It could have went past the defender and straight into the top of the net. Like, I like Gyökeres' mindset in the box. I like the way if he gets a chance to shoot, he's shooting, and he's got venom on those shots. The penalty situation, let's touch on it quickly. I don't think it's a dive. I really do think that's a penalty. Go watch Josh King, yeah. Hey, it's funny. I just said Josh King, yeah, and then Josh, big up Josh, man. Josh just came in the chat and said, Hey, Josh, I don't know this Josh probably. Josh just came on and said, Gyökeres. But it's funny because as I said, Josh, I saw Josh. But yeah, Josh King for Fulham, yeah, that's what a dive is. Now, that's what the referee thought that Gyökeres did, but he didn't. Because any referee that actually has played football would know, knee to knee, like if I'm watching it, I'm not even being biased, yeah? If I'm watching it on the screen like him in the VAR section and I see knee to knee, I'm like, that's a penalty, man. It's a penalty. When you've played ball, you just know. Liam YT, big up. I am an Arsenal fan. Nice to get Arsenal fans in here. Make sure you're liking. Make sure you're subscribing. It only takes half a second just to tap that. Make sure you lot are slapping the like button, man, on your way in and way out. And yeah, Leah, man, don't let the rivals ain't even texting my phone today, so I don't know what your friendship groups are like, but the rivals are quiet today, innit, on my side. I don't know. Let me know if the rivals are quiet on your side, but on my side, I'm hearing nothing right now. So it's a good day, man. It's a good Monday morning. So yeah, Gokares, I'm gonna give him. I'll be honest with you, like I said, all these good things about him, but I have to give the man a 6.5. Yeah, a 6.5. We can go to the subs in a minute. I know people like to go manager last, but I really want to just talk about the manager quickly. Yeah, Gokares is clunky. He even got me making mistakes trying to comment. Hey, that was a good comment, man. Do you know what? That comment, yeah, deserves it. It deserves it. You're gonna get the cheer. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the clap. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get the clap. Then you're gonna get the cheer. You know what I'm saying? Big up Josh, man. Big up Josh. You know what? Off subject quickly to talk to what you said about Ekatike was my first choice. Obviously, Isaac was everyone's first choice. Then Ekatike was my second choice, and Gokares was my third choice, and Sesko was my fourth choice. Why didn't we get Ekatike? But it's cool because we it is what it is. We got to go move forward with Gokares, man. I think he's still going to bang in the goals, so it's all good, man. It's getting these more minutes as well. Yeah, we've been through that comment. Gokares is not getting the cheer or the clap. No, you're getting the cheer and the clap because that was a good comment, my friend. But yeah, Gokares definitely not one of our best attackers yesterday. But to be honest with you, most games will be like that for Gokares. Unless he's scoring a hat trick, he's not gonna out like player ratings online. He's not gonna get higher than Saka's and Eze's and players like that. He ain't gonna get higher than them usually, unless he's scoring hat tricks. The day he gets a hat trick is the day he gets a 10 out of 10 rating. Till then, I doubt he'll get anywhere near that. But yeah, back to the manager. That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah. By the way, any Arsenal fans in here, Josh, Liam, any of you, yeah, I like to remember names to the chat. So I know if you're Arteta in, I know if you're Arteta out, I know if you're on the fence. Up the arse. I don't know if you're trolling, but come on the arse. I don't know if you're making me say that. You're doing that trolling thing, that pause thing, but I'm just gonna have to read it again. Come on, Arsenal. That's how you should have said it. Remac. Make sure to be polite up in here. I don't know if you did that on purpose, but yeah, big up people, man. SSB 28 says Liverpool is interesting because when you buy all these superstar type players, it makes more time to gel compared to a balanced team. That's that. Do you know what? Mbappe is a prime example of that SSB. Yeah? He went to Real Madrid. Obviously, we all know the story. And we thought that he was going to just go crazy with Real Madrid straight away, but it took time. So that's a great comment again, SSB. Another comment from SSB says, Arteta washed away all his sins for that game. Okay, but before that game, SSB, was you Arteta in or out? Just want to know. Ray Mac says, I'm an Arsenal fan, just joking. Big up Ray Mac, man. Are you? Let me know in the chat, both chats, yeah? Are you Arteta in or out? I know we always talk about it, but it's a very important subject, especially this season. So yeah, I definitely give the manager. I've got to give the manager a 10 out of 10, man. I'm sorry. I know you lot are gonna laugh, but I'm gonna get onto that Champions League question in 1 second, Liam, because I do think Arsenal have a good chance to win the Champions League. But basically, I've got to give Arteta a 10 out of 10 yesterday. I have to. The man played the 4-2-3-1, yeah, changed up the whole system. Then he brought on Moreno and dashed him up top, and he had three defenders on the pitch by the end of the game. Like proactive. People are saying he wants to draw and he doesn't want to win games of football, but he's throwing the kitchen sink at it at the end of the game. Come on. Let me go through the comments, man, with the people. Liam says, "What do you think? Who do you think will win the Champions League?" I think the favorites to win the Champions League this season are PSG, not in order. PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Arsenal, Liverpool, and even, believe it or not, City to a degree. So I think those 6 teams, they're the bad boy teams, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? They're the teams that should be going far, making it. But that's not how football works. Do you know what I mean? Look at what we saw last season in the semi-finals. So it doesn't always work like that, especially in a new format. So Josh says Bayern. That's a good call, Josh. That's a good call. Look at SSB says, look at PSG, Real Madrid, and now Liverpool. Superstar players don't always work. That's what I'm saying. And I think it's going to take time for Liverpool to make it click. Also, what does that do to Ekitike? You come in, you start up front, you're central, you're banging in the goals, you're playing well, the fans are loving you, and bam, Isaac comes to the door, and now you're not even up front anymore. What does that do to a man's confidence? But that's when we'll see what he's really made of mentally, Ekitike. But I think we missed out heavily on that one. Arteta was the last strike for me. No, Arteta was on last strike for me. Fair enough. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. For me, this season, I don't say it's premature for fans to say this is Arteta's last chance for me. I just think it was a bit premature last year and the year before that. That's just my personal opinion. And I have a very good friend of mine who thinks next year is the last chance year. So everyone has their own opinions and we're all entitled to them. Company getting carried. Yeah, no, big. Do you know what? Bayern Munich don't scare me as much as the other teams I mentioned. I swear Arsenal have Bayern soon. I'm like the Champions League fixtures are looking good still. Champions League fixtures are looking good. Inter's going back to the final. SSB. Like I said, football doesn't always work like that. And the players I mentioned doesn't mean. And you've got a good point there. Inter, I missed them out. I got to add them to the 6. So yeah, those 7 teams, any of them should be getting to the finals or the semi-finals. I don't believe in Chelsea. I don't believe in Newcastle. I don't believe in Tottenham in the Champions League. Those 3 teams they ain't winning no Champions League, innit? I'm just being honest with you. Real Madrid look very dysfunctional. They need a full overhaul. Nah. It's true. I hope that overhaul includes Rodrigo coming to Arsenal next summer. You know, one of them ones, people. Hey, I think you play either one of Moreno or Zubimendi. You don't need both. No, facts, bro. Facts. Listen, you know what the most balanced team is, where he gets what he wants and we get what we want, is the Rice Zubimendi Eze or the Rice Zubimendi Odegaard, because that's the most balanced, yeah. Because it's not too straight fridges, it's not 2 DMs. It's like, for me, that's balance. But my dream is to have only one of Zubimendi and Rice on the pitch, with Eze and Odegaard on the pitch. So you start with, say, Rice, Eze, Odegaard, or you start with Zubi, Eze, Odegaard. But then in the second half, you can either go defensive and bring Marino on, or you could go even extra attacking, or do a like-for-like sub with Odegaard and Ranieri. Do you see what I'm saying? We've got the options. Like, I just hope that, look, Arteta has shown in the past that he doesn't have to be over stubborn, okay? So hopefully he's going to learn from the last 2 games and realize how much of a baller Eze is. You know what I'm saying? So, boy, I hope so. Because that's good. Do you remember when Conte was getting smoked, people, yeah? And then they played Arsenal, got smoked, and then he changed his system and went, and after the 7th or 8th game of the season, so about where we are now, not looking pretty. And he went on, he flew the league after he changed the system. And look, Slot came in, tweaked the 4-3-3 from Klopp and made it a 4-2-3-1 and won the league with 70% win ratio. Come on, people, man. We need to. I'm not saying he has to change it. I would personally change it for the rest of the season. I would forget about this 4-3-3. Do you know how much work the wingers have to do in a 4-3-3? This is why, yeah, we're having injury problems. because it's less of a unit. Like the unit has to work harder. The 4-2-3-1 is less intense for the players. I'm telling you. When you play 4-3-3, the wingers have to do so much groundwork, and then the 2-8s have to do so much groundwork. But when you got the 2-3-1, we move more in a unit. Do you know what I mean? I just personally believe it's one of the king formations. Do you remember 4-4-2 ever? And then Jose brought the 4-2-3-1 out and killed the game. Like, it's the 4-2-3-1 is probably the most balanced formation, and any kid under the age of, even kids could understand that formation. It's so simple to understand. Yeah, so big up everyone that's coming, man. Big up everyone who's showed love and support in both chats. And I had fun. 45 minutes in. I'm gonna wrap up in a couple minutes. Any more questions you got, get them in now, innit? Because I'm gonna be signing off and I won't be back till tomorrow, the next day. Who's we playing? Yeah, we're playing Olympiacos on Wednesday. I might do a watch along. We'll see. But I'll definitely be, if you don't see me here, me or Shaq here tomorrow, we'll definitely be back Wednesday for Olympiacos preview minimum. So yeah, 4-3. Let's go through this comment quickly. SSB says 4-3-3 works with a techie possession midfield like a pet team. Well, who is this SSB 28, bro? This, you got high IQ, you know, the footballing IQ. I like it still. Do you know what? You're really adding to the show, and you're adding some value to the show, man. So big yourself up each and every time, SSB, man. SSB 28, man. I'm gonna remember that name. So when you're in the chat, I'm gonna be really interested to hear what you're saying, because boy, you're spitting facts today. He's spitting fire, piece. With a laughing face. Hey, Josh is killing me today as well. Hey, company getting nah. Do you know what? The last thing I'll say before I wrap up, people, yeah. Glasner, Man United need to be on the phone to Glasner, yeah. Listen, Glasner, do you want to double your wages? Do you want to come in January or the summer? Do you want to come now? Like, when's best time for you? We can do it now, or we can do it in Jan, or we can do it next summer. We don't want no one else but you, Glasner. And then Glasner's going to be like telling them if he's on it or not. But that's what they need to do. But Glasner taking over the Almiron formation kind of thing with the Embremo, like he's got what he wants in that side of the pitch. Yeah, he'll need to recruit for that side of the pitch. Maybe he'll go get a Mark Gahey. He wanted to go Liverpool. Manchester's round the corner. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, yeah, for me, if I was Man United, I would go for Glasner, or I would go a totally different direction and I'd get a manager who can play other formations. That's not a free at the back and negative formation. But at the same time, Glasner's been known to play he doesn't just play free at the back. He's played four at the back formations as well in the past for other teams. So Glasner could work. Do you know what I mean? Maybe have a word with Glasner, say, listen, if you feel like we need to play the 4-3-3, the free at the back, do it. But if you can get this team winning before at the back, I think that's what we need. That's what I'll be saying if I was the board of Man United Football Club. 4-3-3 works. Yeah, I've gone through that comment. SSB says, do you think Arsenal can play 3-5-2 with Marino and Gyökeres up front? Listen. I know Marino done his thing, yeah, but let's not get carried away, yeah. Let's not get carried away. That's not sustainable, him coming on and scoring headers and being the main man. Nah. Listen, SSB, he was on a roll there, but I'm playing, but he was on a roll there still. But I will say this, yeah. I'd rather see Martinelli play next to Gyökeres, man, or even Trossard and Gyökeres. Personally, this is just me, but obviously respect your opinions. Marino showed it though, so I can't even deny that you're not talking shit. It's a fair opinion, but I'm just sick and tired of seeing. I just want Barnes at my team. Do you know what I mean? Why not go get Alvarez next summer? Then you got Alvarez and you got Gyökeres as your strikers. Do you know what I mean? In fact, next summer, still go get a left wing and another striker who can compete with Gyökeres and get rid of bloody Trossard or something like that. If Saka gets injured, go 3-5-2. If Saka gets injured, we got Noni, we got Wanyeri, we got Martinelli. I'm not worried about Saka getting injured anymore. I just don't want him to get injured because I know I want him to get back to his best, where he's scoring mad goals and doing all that. Wharton is a Palace cheat code. His ball progression is elite. That and all the athletes on the team, Palace can bypass a team's press by hoofing it over the top. Now, if that's another great comment, man. Another great comment. No, SBSB, you're bugging. Late sub. Trossard is clutch as a late sub. Big up, man. Big up. Listen. Let me go through this. Yeah, Wharton. I want to touch on Wharton. Listen. Anyone know how old Wharton is, by the way? I know he's young, but I just want to know his age. Because in a couple of years, that could be... I'm thinking Rice's replacement, bro. You know? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about... We need to cop this guy in the next year or two, yeah? I'm not even going to lie to you. The hype was there. I wasn't even feeding the hype. But, boy, I can't even lie to you. I've been seeing it lately. He could be a special player. Well, he could be special. He's and you know what? It's not. That's what I'm saying with Crystal Palace. Yeah, it's a combination of good athletic players and good players in general, plus a good manager. That's why Crystal Palace are doing so well. But at the same time, they keep losing special players. They lost Elise, they lost Zaha. Now they lost EZE, and next summer they're going to lose bloody their centre back. Do you know what I mean? So I feel bad for them a bit. You know what I mean? All right, but listen, people. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up now. Yeah, I honestly enjoyed doing this today. You lot made it fun. Big up SSB. Big up Alex. Big up Josh. Big up Liam. Liam was asking some good questions. Ray Mack. Matt Bullman. All of you, man. All of you. And SSB. Man of the match, man. Man of the match. I'll give you man of the match today. And I'm going to start doing that on every stream. Someone's going to get man of the match, innit? Man of the stream. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, we got a new show coming out a new show coming out soon, people. And guess what it's called? It's called Is Yours Gold. Make sure to look out for that. And yeah, I'll catch you lot on the next show, man. Come on, you gooners, man. Get in there. Big up, people, man.